Hello everyone watching on YouTube. As you can probably tell from my voice, I'm still sick. I was horribly sick the past like 2-3 days, couldn't stream at all. And I'm feeling just well enough to stream today. Hopefully my voice doesn't drive you insane during it, but I'm in Celadon because I did some stuff off stream because I was sick and had nothing better to do anyway. But a couple of things I've done. First of all, look at this. I got a Mudkip Fusion, and I went and got a Chikorita Fusion because I realized Chikorita was the only starter I had skipped thus far. And I got the Trico. I want to make it very clear that I hate that they put Trico in the Safari Zone. It was so annoying catching this thing. It took forever for it to spawn, and I got super lucky because I threw a Pokeball and it immediately caught. But if it had run away, then I might not have done it. I might not have done it. I also caught a Scyther because I'm pretty sure I didn't have a Scyther, so when I ran into one in the Safari Zone, I was like, yeah, grab it, why not? But let's unfuse these freaks with the DNA splicers. Don't use the super ones. Get out of here. Hey, Chaos, I just saw the video where the game basically doxed you. Not cool. Yeah, very not cool. I hope they change that. Or Corio, you can go into the never getting used, but I've almost got all of them, chat. I almost have all 4 of them. Alright, you. Unfuse as well. Get out of here. Remember that Pukamuku Krokorok fusion we saw once? That thing was nightmarish. I thought there was 3? No, there are 4 of them. There's a blue one that's like ghost type, I think. Alright, so now we have Chikorita, Trico, and Mudkip. Look at that. Look at that, chat. All 3 of the Hoenn starters. There they are. What doxing? What are you talking about? There is an NPC in Celadon City that if you talk to, they like read your Windows variable environment or something to do with the OS or something like that. And it reads whatever name you have set. Normally, for me, that would still be Chaos, but I had an SSD crash like 1.5 years ago. And I had to get my computer fixed and reformatted, and when they did it, they used my real name, obviously, because when I went to a place of business to fix my computer, I gave them my real name. So the game, Pokémon Infinite Fusion, just read my real name out loud, or not out loud, but they like put my real name up on screen and was like, hey, look, we know your real name. To which I was like, hey, look, that's not very cool of you. Please don't. I have too many Pokemon. Like, way too many. God, we're not gonna have a very long stream today. The more I talk and the more I hear my own voice, the more I'm like, man, I hate the sound of my voice even more than normal. I don't want these videos to be immortalized on my YouTube channel. We might just do like a 2-hour stream today. I don't want to do too short, but also like, I'm already hating the sound of my own voice more and more. We need to do some fusing. Some stuff needs to get fused. Dude, I love Charxorus. We need to get this idiot. We're gonna do some level grinding today for sure. Because I think we're a little behind the curve because I have 87 Pokemon. You know how it is. What do you need to get to 48? That's doable. Pardon me. Pardon me. Man, I would love to just, like, fuse Trico right now. What about, like... Oh, dude. Fighting Grass Lucario Sceptile? Ooh, I'm kind of feeling it. Steel Grass. Also a classic typing. Sceptile with 3 heads, though? Not allowed. Can't do Sceptile with 3 heads. Not allowed to happen. Trico Torchic is also a possibility. Grass Fire. Didn't I already do a Grass Fire? Yeah, we have the Bulbadour. I don't know if we're going to keep that long term, though. I got to evolve it. There are just so many options. There are just so very many options. Holy cow. I'm like overwhelmed. All right, before we do some fusing, because we are gonna do some fusing, don't you worry. The other thing I did is I cheated the system with Voltorb Flip until I got 12,000 coins. So now we can get Ice Beam. Very nice, thank you. And then we can get Flamethrower as well. Cheat the system. So Voltorb Flip is very mathematical, but it's hard for a human to do the math. But there's a website called voltorbflip, like .net or .com, I don't know. And if you just input the info into that website, it will give you the best mathematical choices. It doesn't guarantee that you get it right because there's like always, it'll be like, hey, you should flip this one next. There's like an 8% chance it's a Voltorb. It's the lowest chance of you losing, etc., etc. Sometimes they give you like 30 or 50% where it's like, hey, this is a 50-50, or like there's a 1 in 3 chance this is a Voltorb, so on and so forth. So it's like the best you can do. All right, we're going to start today with a little bit of level grinding. So I believe you are the person with the Ice-type Blissey. It's like Blissey Weavile and then also like Parasect Glaceon. Yeah. So we're gonna level grind a little bit with some of our high-up team members because I think we need to be like high 40s now. Somewhere in that range. Soulfire, thank you for the cheer. Greatly appreciated. Thank you for the support. This stupid Weavile's speed stat makes me mad. Are you gonna unfuse the Apom fusion? Yeah, eventually. I do want to fuse Magnemite with something. I wouldn't mind fusing Apom with something. I just don't know what. That we have too many Pokemon. That did so little, by the way. Holy cow, that did so little. Way less than I expected. Murder. There we go. Dun, 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 dun. I should give this thing Flamethrower. I just bought the TMs for a reason. I know I have the experience all. I don't think I'm going to use it, though. I don't think we need it. I don't think it's going to take us too long to grind up a little bit. Even at +2, I think this Weavile is going to live. No, the pressure. It's getting to me. Man, you're bulky. Live? Alas? That's fine. Someone else can get the experience. You. Behold. Oh, we have the Lucky Egg, though. I should use the Lucky Egg for sure. I totally forgot about the Lucky Egg until just now. Definitely Lucky Egg will make this go even faster. Hey, you think we should give it Skull Bash, chat? Anyone feel like Skull Bash would be a good move? Okay, wait, hold up. Something else I remembered when I was uploading videos, there's a dude in Lavender, I think, who gives you evolution stones, and I want to see if he'll give me a Dusk Stone or maybe even a Dawn Stone. Because I think he gives you them based on if it's night or day. He says, like, come back at night or whatever. I think he gave me, like, a Sunstone in the day, and then he said, come back at night. So maybe he'll give me a Dust Stone at night or something. Or he'll probably give a Moonstone, like Sun, Moon. But maybe if it's, like, Dawn or Dusk, he'll give you, like, the Dawn or the Dust Stone. I can only hope, because I want to be able to evolve my Lampins. What is this move? Ice Beam. You need Ice Beam. Lobvar could probably use Ice Beam instead of Water Pulse, I think it still has. So let's see about that. Yeah. Well, how do you hit... rock types you just hit with Fairy or Ice. If I give you Ice Beam, you get walled by Steel types. So actually, I think Water Pulse is better. Because you also have Fairy to hit dragons. You don't really need Ice Beam, as good of a move as it is. Yeah. I think Water Pulse is better than Thunderbolt for coverage as well. Would Electro Ball, I think with Shell Smash? Chat, what's the maximum damage Electro Ball can do? Like, what's the maximum base power that Electro Ball can get? Thunderbolt might be better, but I actually don't know. Can someone give me the math on that? I would like to know. Now, Flamethrower, definitely better than Lava Plume. Yeah. It's like 15 more base power. And then, honestly, Flamethrower over Disarming Voice? Disarming Voice never misses? I didn't realize it was like an aerial ace move. I never knew that. Alright, not bad, not bad. Now, I'm gonna give you this dang old Lucky Egg. And let's see how fast you level up here. LaPetra, welcome to stream. I'm glad to be streaming again, too. Hopefully by Friday, I'm, like, back to 100%. Especially because Jet and I are supposed to be doing Fire Emblem on Saturday, and I do not want to have to postpone that. Thunderbolt is better overall, as Electro Ball needs setup and a Slowmon to go against you. Well, the thing is like, the way this Pokemon works is we're always going to set up +2 speed, is why I'm asking. Because, like, no matter what, we're always hitting Shell Smash. Unless I'm up against something that's, like, 4 times weak to fire. I know Electro Ball does damage based on speed, but what I'm saying is that because we set up to +2 every time, I need to know, like, what does Electro Ball cap out? Because we're probably hitting the cap or getting close to it. Hell no. Is Bloodborne next after Rebirth? We'll be doing Bloodborne probably in May, because I'm going to play Stellar Blade when it comes out. Ah, I was really hoping that would kill. If you are 4 times faster than the opponent, Electro Ball is base 150. If you're between 3 and 4 times faster, you do 120. Between 2 and 3, you do 80. Okay. So let me see here. Your base speed is 85. You get to +2. That puts you at 170. 170 is not going to be 4 times speed. So we will probably be hitting either that base 80 or base 120 level with Electro Ball, depending on the opponent. And I think that means that it is better to have Thunderbolt, because Thunderbolt will be better than that base 80, even though it's worse than the base 120. But I don't think we're going to get the base 120, and I don't think we're going to get the base 120 often, and we're never going to be getting the base 150 unless we set up 2 Shell Smashes. So I think Thunderbolt is a better call. Are you going to play a Sonic game in the future? Not planning to. Thank you for the math on Electro Ball. Appreciate it. Anyways, we have like 3 different locations where there are people with Blissey Pokemon, by the way. So we're just going to, for the start of stream today, utilize those Blissey trainers to get all of our like main-ish Pokemon at the moment up to like level 48, give or take. Who learned Sucker Punch? Does Galvantula learn Sucker Punch? Because I would not expect for Macargo to learn Sucker Punch naturally. I have not found any shiny Pokemon, no. Recover is Macargo. We don't need Recover. Shell Smash, Dual Stab, and then Coverage Move. Which right now our coverage move is Signal Beam, which is fine. We might want to look at a different coverage move in the future. I'm pretty sure Galvantula will learn Bug Buzz at some point. This idiot tried to Mirror Coat me. I didn't realize Glaceon learns Mirror Coat either. Alright, this should get to level 48, and I think Magdala is fine. Stop living! That'll kill you. I've never run into a shiny Pokemon. I have not seen a single shiny Pokemon. Trying to remember... Let's train you, actually, because you're strong against ice. I'm trying to remember what the other Blissey is. There's a guy with a Blissey Pokemon to the left of Fuchsia. I don't remember what that Blissey trainer has, though. We should go check after I'm done training at this one. Glad to see you're doing better. I can barely hear the wanna die in your voice today. I think it was really bad when we first started, but I think it's gotten better the longer I've been talking. But yeah, I was not having a fun time the last, like, 2 days. 2 or 3 days. Feeling a lot better today. You gonna watch the new X-Men show? That X-Men 97 thing? Probably not. I actually watched that X-Men animated series growing up, and I liked it, but I didn't love it as much as a lot of other people did, to be honest. I was more of an X-Men Evolution guy. If they rebooted X-Men Evolution, I would be there in a heartbeat. Can you please hit this stupid Accelerock? Thank you. Not bad, not bad. As long as we don't get minimized spammed, we can level up pretty quick here. X-Men Evolution mentioned. People, like, the people who watched X-Men Evolution are like, yes, it is one of the best things ever. I feel like people who didn't actually, like, watch it kind of sleep on it. Like, they hear about it, but they're like, it's like a bit of a different take on the X-Men. I don't think it would be that good. Like, you gotta give it a chance. X-Men Evolution was incredible. They made some changes from the comics. I'm pretty sure that the first X-Men animated series, the one that they're, like, rebooting right now, is more faithful to the comics and all, but man, I assure you, Evolution was great. Just so good. I loved what they did with so many of the characters in Evolution. Heal me. What about the new Spider-Man show? I don't even know what Spider-Man show you're talking about. I'm like... Is this gonna be a hot take? I guess this is a hot take. I'm not really like a huge Spider-Man guy. I like Spider-Man. And I watched Spider-Man the Animated Series growing up. I played the Spider-Man video games from Insomniac, and I adore them. They're phenomenal video games. But I'm not, like, huge into Spider-Man, probably because I'm more of a DC fan than a Marvel fan. Like, overall. Obviously, I don't care about the DC, like, live-action movies, because they suck. But, I've always been more interested in DC heroes than Marvel heroes. And while I like Spider-Man, and Spider-Man is really awesome, don't get me wrong, I'm not the kind of guy who's like, oh, they announced something new with Spider-Man, I gotta get in on that. You know what I mean? I'm not really, like, on the lookout for more Spider-Man content, because I'm not that into Spider-Man. I thought you were Spider-Man because that face reveal video? Well, I am also Spider-Man, yeah. Those don't have to be mutually exclusive. Do I sound like I have a high opinion of myself to you? That's a trick question. I have like a super high opinion of myself, obviously, because I'm the best. I will miss Dragon Rush. I'm gonna replace Dragon Tail with it because it is a better move than Dragon Tail. So much, but I'm gonna be so mad when I miss it. I need Dragon Claw, but I don't think we can get Dragon Claw until we become a Dragonite. him being Spider-Man and also not liking Spider-Man is more lore accurate anyway. I agree. Yo, Snorlax, welcome to stream. I'm very fond of Batman. Which DC hero do you enjoy the most? Probably Batman. Like, I do love Batman. But it has to be the right kind of Batman. I love Batman from, like, the Justice League and Batman the Animated Series, etc. Batman Beyond. I'm not a huge fan of some of the more modern Batman takes. I grew up, above all else, I grew up on a lot of cartoons, but I grew up on Justice League and Justice League Unlimited more than any other show. And that is like I'm absolutely taking Stone Edge over Rock Slide, even though, once again, I will miss it and I will be mad. But, like, Justice League and Justice League Unlimited are, like, the superhero shows for me. That's the Batman and Flash and Superman. That's another one I really like. I really like the Flash. I really like Wonder Woman. Wonder Woman is my favorite female superhero, I would say. Love Wonder Woman. You have Flamethrower now. So we should be able to level grind you here pretty easily. Also, major shout out to Static Shock. Phenomenal cartoon. Of course, the original Teen Titans cartoon also got to be mentioned. Phenomenal.